when people are getting their house ready to sell, a lot of people are like, what should I do for the kitchen? What should I do for this room? How do I, set up my living room? And I'll tell you what, the moment that most people decide emotionally whether they're going to buy your house or not, it's either when they're driving up to the house or the moment they enter, and usually the moment they enter. My husband has a story with his late wife, and they had been looking for a home in the Blue Springs area, and they went from house to house, and they'd looked at a dozen houses, and to make the whole thing easier, they'd given each house a name, the red house, the cat house, whatever. They gave each house a name, and there was one particular house. They walked in, mind you, they hadn't even toured the house. They walked in, and legend has it, they looked around in the entryway, and their son, my stepson now, said, "What should we call this house?" And my husband said, "Home. We'll call this house Home." So they knew before they walked through. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of people, if you understand psychology, a lot of people make emotional decisions and then they use reasoning to back it up. Does that make sense? So they want to be logical. We all think we're logical. So this emotional decision of what house we're going to buy, it's made emotionally, and then it's backed up with logic. So the first impression matters for everything. What your yard looks like, what your door looks like. I mean, painting your front door. Those silly doorknobs, like that you just need one extra little twist to the right and the door's going to open. That is not the first impression you want to give. Painting your front door, putting on a new doorknob, making sure that when people walk in, that the smell, the light, and just the general vibe when you walk in, that people walk in and they say, "This could be home." And then they tour the house and they use logic to back up why it matches how they feel. So if you want an opinion, if you live in the Kansas City area and you'd like a walkthrough and you want just an honest opinion, and I can be gentle, let me know if you're like, just tell it to me straight, or can we be gentle here? Because I can be gentle. What the first impression is, how to make sure that your house, because in the end, you need your money, right? You need as much money as you can get out of that house so that you can go on to the next destination, the next thing that life has in store for you, with as much money as possible. And so if you need help figuring out how to make this happen for your house, how to help people make that emotional decision that your house is home, then just PM me, home seller, or message, type in the comments, seller, and I'm happy to connect and help you to give you that honest and gentle advice on how to make your home home for the next person.